Welcome to Get Creative. I'm Shelley Hall and this is your creative news for the week of June 2nd, 2008, brought to you by CreativePro.com. This week's edition is sponsored by iStock Photo, the world's preeminent collection of member-generated royalty-free images at the world's best prices. So here is this week's Master in a Minute.
In this week's Master in a Minute, I'm going to show you how to create nested style sheets in InDesign. What you're looking at is exactly how a nested style sheet would work. You have a character style that stylizes a certain portion of a text, and then you have your paragraph style that stylizes the remainder of the text. So to do this, you have to get used to using your character styles and your paragraph style sheets. It's a great workflow to get used to, and let's show you how this works. So I already have a paragraph style created that I like, which is this text on the screen. So what I'm going to do is choose to duplicate that paragraph style, and one of two ways. You can simply drag it on top of the Create New Style icon, or from this little drop down, you can choose to duplicate style. It opens this up, and I'm going to call this Body Nested. Now, the key to creating a nested style sheet, if you look on the left as we follow down, drop caps and nested styles. So create a new nested style. The nested style, if you look at this portion where you see David Blattner, that is the stylized area that has to have the character style sheet. So I already have a character style sheet created called Body Bold. And I have to select my variables. I want the style Body Bold to go select through or up to. I'm going to go through, and you can type in any number here. What I want this to do is go through 1 comma, and then it'll switch. So your next option, this is a drop down, and well gosh, I don't see a comma selected in here. The thing that you need to realize, this word that says words is just a word. You can simply delete it and type over it. So I want the Body Bold style to go through 1 comma and then switch back to my regular style. I'm going to select OK. And now let's go into my regular window. I have this text set up over here, and this just has my basic paragraph style assigned to it. If I zoom in and I select my type and I choose to apply this body nested, look at that. It is automatically changed. Now watch. If I hit return again and I type in Santa Claus, friend of children. Well, nothing changed. That's because I didn't put in a comma. As soon as I add that comma in, it activates the style sheet. And that is how you create nested styles in InDesign, and you've just mastered it in a little more than a minute.
This week there have been some major software announcements. Quark announced a new version of its flagship application, Quark Express. According to Gene Gable's first look, which you can read at tinyurl.com, 4Z30H2, version 8's interface changed significantly, which is a definitely needed and long overdue facelift. A lot of the other new features have been referred to as finally features. In other words, users can now finally drag and drop elements from other applications that also support drag and drop. The announced release date is on or before July 27th. Upgrade pricing will be $299. Buying it new off the shelf will cost you $7.99. We will post Gene's full review as soon as the software is finalized. In the meantime, you may want to check out planetquark.com for more information, or you can go directly to Quark's website at 8.quark.com. Adobe is also looking into the future with downloadable betas of 3 CS4 applications: Adobe Dreamweaver, Fireworks, and Soundbooth. However, there's been no official word on when the company will actually announce Creative Suite 4, much less ship it. With all the new features that are being built into each of these applications, Adobe has created discussion forums to go along with each of the new applications. To download your beta copies today, head to labs.adobe.com. You might want to note that some of the trial download problems that are affecting currently shipping Adobe products this month do not apply to these beta downloads. That's great news. For more details on the trial download issues, see tinyurl.com 57DGZ9. Adobe also sent out a request for folks that are interested in testing the next version of Adobe Bridge. I love Adobe Bridge and I use it for everything I do, and this is definitely an application worth checking out. According to Adobe, we are looking for a few interested Adobe Bridge users to join our pre-release program. We need customers who use Bridge in their workflow regularly and want to provide constructive feedback to the Bridge team on the monthly pre-release builds of Bridge. If you're interested, as I am, please complete the pre-release request form. Be sure to select Adobe Bridge from the product list. The pre-release request form can be located at tinyurl.com/PTVFS. And last, but definitely not least, I wanted to tell you about a great little piece of software that I found called Today. Today is a Mac OS X application to keep track of your daily appointments and tasks stored in both iCal and Apple Mail. Today resides in your dock or menu bar and shows you what's on today's agenda very quickly. You can even create new events or tasks with Today that will automatically be added to your iCal application. And of course, when you sync your iPhone, all the events and tasks or to-dos that you have added through the Today application will be added to your iPhone calendar. That is so cool. Today is available for a mere $15 from secondgearllc.com. You can also download a trial version. I am always up for a try before you buy application. So that is all the creative news I have for the week of June 2nd, 2008. Be sure to check out all of our Get Creative videos at you know where, creativepro.com. This is Shelly Hall with Get Creative. You guys have a great week. Take care.